Good morning, students. In this chapter 1, we are going to learn about Roman numerals. The ancient Romans wrote the numerals and they did not use a place value chart, but they have 7 basic symbols. See this first column. Roman, these are the 7 symbols for Romans. I means 1. According to Hindu Arabic, I means 1 and 5 means V. V means 5, X means 10, L means 50, C means 100, D means 500 and M means 1000. These are the 7 basic symbols for Romans. You have to remember this. With this only we can write the numbers to 1000 also. There are some rules to write a Roman numbers. Let's see what are the rules. See, V and L are never subtracted. Means V and L we should not subtract. I can be subtracted from V and X only. I can be subtracted from V and X only. Remember, I can be subtracted from V and X only. And V and L are never repeated. We should not repeat the V and L. We should not repeat. X can be subtracted from C only. We can X can be subtracted from C. Remember, these are the 4 basic rules and one more 2 rules. Listen this carefully. I, X and C cannot be repeated for more than 3 times. That means we should not repeat I, X and C more than 3 times. But 3 times we can write X in X, X, X or C, C, C we can write to represent a number. But more than 3 times we should not write I, X and C. We should not write more than 3 times, remember. And V, L, D cannot be repeated for more than once. More than once we should not use this V, L and D. Remember, these are the basic rules. And these 7 symbols you have to remember. See, let's see some examples how to write Roman numbers. See the first condition. Putting a letter after one of a bigger value means you add it. Let's see some example. First example. See, this is V. After means this side will call after. From front will call, when you are writing any letter in front will say after, or when you are writing this side will say before. When you are writing a letter after means you should add. When you are writing a numbers before means you should subtract. This is a condition for Roman numbers. How to write a Roman numbers? See, here V, after I am writing I. We know V equal to 5. When you are writing after means you are adding, plus V plus I means 1. So V plus 1 equal to 6. This is how we will write the Roman number 6. And X. Second example, see, X means 10. We know X means 10. And if you write after X any letter like 1 or 5, I am writing V. After X I am writing V. That means we know X equal to 10 and plus, because I wrote after, that means you are adding, plus V means 5. 10 plus 5 is 15. This is how we will write a Roman numbers. See, remember, when you write a after one of a bigger value means you are adding. You should add. That means you are adding. And one more example we'll see. Putting a letter before one of a bigger value means you are subtracting. Subtract. The condition is subtract. When you are writing the letter before of one of a bigger value means you are subtract. You should subtract. See, x is there. When you're writing front means after. When you're writing front means you are adding, but when you write before means this side. When you're writing, we should subtract. X after I'm writing, not after, before I'm writing, sorry. uh, X before 1 equal to, we know x means 10. Before I wrote before, no, that means you are subtracting. You'll get minus I means 1. 10 minus 1 is 9. This is how we'll write the Roman number for 9. Next example we'll see. We'll take L. L means 50, and I'm writing before x. For L I'm writing before x. That means L means 50. Before I wrote no, minus x means 10. 50 minus 10 is 40. 50 minus 10 is 40. This is how we'll get. This is how we'll write the Roman numerals. See, remember, once again I'm saying, putting a letter after one of a bigger value means you add it. When you're writing after of a bigger value means you're adding. V plus 1 is, that means 5 plus 1 is 6, and 10 plus 5 is 15, means x after V. X after I wrote V, that means 15. And second condition is putting a letter before one of the bigger value means you subtract. When you write before, that means you are subtracting. See here, first I wrote x. X means 10. Before I wrote I. That means 10 minus 1. 10 minus 1 is 9. And the next example I gave L. For L I wrote before x. X means, see, from 50 you are subtracting minus 10. Because my minus means I wrote after x. After, not after, sorry, before I wrote. So you will get 50 minus 10 is 40.